Well, new tonight, BSU officials explain how they are preparing the school if and when the coronavirus could strike.
Precautions already underway, including canceling study abroad and allowing students and teachers to work from home. CBS 2's Trevor Fay joins us live from the Boise State campus.
Brent, Natalie, the word tonight is caution. The administration here at Boise State says they want you to be careful when taking precautions against the virus, but they say that it's not the time to panic. Susie Arnett, Director of Environmental Health, Safety, and Sustainability, is helping lead the charge against coronavirus at Boise State. The school's offering resources like online classrooms to students who need to stay home while ill.
We want to encourage people that if they are showing symptoms to follow the recommendations, to stay home, work from home, reach out and work with your supervisor.
Adjunct Professor Matthew Johnston is taking that warning to heart. He says in the event of an outbreak, his top priority is the safety of his students.
First thing I'd probably do is contact the College of Business or HR to see am I authorized to cut class for the day and possibly just do it virtually, since we do have stuff on Blackboard and I could continue to teach from there.
Folks here at Boise State are advocating clean living for students, faculty, and staff. It basically means the simple things like covering your mouth when you sneeze and washing your hands after handling pieces of trash. For Johnston personally, the coronavirus is not a huge cause for concern, at least not yet.
22 years of military experience behind me. I kind of view these things as not horrible. But on the other hand, I do know that we need to take them seriously because I can't control how students might physically react to a virus.
With cases in neighboring Washington state on the rise, BSU is stepping up its vigilance.
It's definitely taken it from a level of, more monitoring and starting to plan to we are in full-blown planning mode, and, we just want to make sure that we are ready for when it comes to the Treasure Valley and Boise State.
Well, it started as just a small group, 8 incarcerated Idaho veterans who wanted to give back to their community and help veterans both inside and outside of the prison. Their charitable work caught the attention of the American Legion, and the first post inside of an Idaho facility was born.
And salute.
This is one of 2 meetings held by ISCC Post 201 every month, where they discuss ways to give back to others and help each other along the way.
Being part of something greater gives you a better sense of self.
Albert Ciccone is an Air Force veteran, an inmate, and the post commander of ISCC Post 201. The group, made up now of 53 members, has completed more than 11,000 volunteer hours since 2018.
We're uniquely marketable in that way, that we have an excess amount of time on our hands. And rather than just do your time and muddle through a sentence, to serve your time and use up that free time is a great way to spend your day.
The group has spent their time making 10,000 poppies like these for the American Legion Auxiliary, cleaning the toys in the visiting room, buying their own yarn through the prison's hobby craft program, and crocheting Afghans for the Boise Veterans Home, and also donating them for auction, raising more than $5,000 for the St. Luke's Cancer Institute and the American Legion Toy Barn.
To have true service, something that's completely selfish, not for monetary gain, gives you a greater sense of self and gives you a positive self-identity in here, where your own individual identity tends to get stripped away. It's easier to go with the crowd and blend in than to stand out, and this has rekindled my former service self.
For Scott Hickson, his favorite service is the work they do with the Boise Bicycle Project. He's contributed 94 of the more than 600 bicycles donated to date.
I work morning, noon, and evening in the bicycle shop.
Hickson says he's an alcoholic and suffers from PTSD. When he got to prison, he needed help, and through AA, he was introduced to the original small group of veterans and fell in love with the work.
It's veterans helping veterans on the outside. So, it's wonderful. When we have a problem, I have 50 members, 60 members I can go to.
Ciccone says because many of them suffer from PTSD or traumatic brain injuries, they're able to recognize when a fellow vet needs help.
And I either help them get connected with a clinician here through DOC, and we can also line up their benefits when they transition back into the the free world.
Hickson says the group has also given him a sense of belonging on the outside.
People get out, they have no contact, they have no family, they go back to their own games they used to because they have no training. Well, here we get the training we need. We get self-respect, we get a self of purpose and a self of want. And that's what it's all about. It's belonging. Just like when you were in the military, we have a sense of belonging to something bigger than ourselves.
The success of the group comes in part from a unique collaboration between prison staff and these inmates. And here's just one example of that. At the request of Post 201, the warden had this flagpole installed on September 11th dedicated to the fallen. The flagpole is unique to a prison and was modified to be telescoping, so no ropes or safety concerns. And every morning, at least 4 members hoist the flag and salute. And every day at 3, the flag is retrieved. Live in the studio, Haley Kramer, CBS 2 News.
A recent study shows that Idaho's economy loses about $479 million every year because of inadequate child care. 90% of Idaho parents surveyed said they rely on family members for some child care, and 50% reported missing work in the last 3 months because of child care. Well, the Idaho Association of Commerce and Industry spoke about how they're working to change that.
Some of the solutions that our members are looking at are on-site childcare for a number of our facilities around the state. Collaboratives amongst medium and smaller businesses. We'll be looking at some things like that in southern Idaho.
Now, Governor Little and Senator Risch were champions of helping Idaho secure a $3.3 million preschool development grant. This grant is going to allow the state to explore opportunities and gaps in early childhood care. The hope is to solve some of these real issues that are facing Idaho families.